Once they stop contacting you, that's actually the start of you winning. Their silence isn't as complicated as you think. It just means they don't want to reach out. So stop overthinking and torturing yourself. You might think they're as conflicted as you are about whether they still love you, but you're wrong. They're not overanalyzing it like you are. Don't take it too hard. This is just how adult relationships work. They're not built purely on love and emotions. They're grounded in reality and supported by mutual benefits, which create emotional experiences. In this world, no one will love you for no reason. Just like you can't become the richest person in the world without effort. What makes someone stay or fear losing you isn't your sacrifices or how much you care. It's your high-value qualities that attract them. Being submissive and overly accommodating will only make them take you for granted. Even if you're highly valuable, if you act too needy, spoil them, or constantly lift them up, you'll lose your appeal. To them, you'll just become an ordinary person, no matter how beautiful or talented you are. What keeps a relationship lasting is balance. Even if they were super enthusiastic about you at the beginning, that's only temporary. Maybe at that time your value and energy were high, and they were drawn to the novelty of you. But once that novelty fades, or as you get closer and the fantasy wears off, you go from being an idealized figure in their mind to just another human being who eats, sleeps, and has flaws. If you start overcompensating by being overly nice or attentive, you'll notice the power dynamic shifts. The one who used to chase you starts acting superior, while the one who was once adored becomes dependent. This reversal happens as easily as drinking water, and if you want to regain the upper hand, it might take some effort, but the results will be worth it. The key is to focus on yourself and not let them control your emotions. Here's how. 1. When they stop contacting you, don't reach out. Go along with their choice. Stay silent, don't initiate, don't give. You can't wake someone who's pretending to be asleep, so don't waste your time trying. Your indifference sends a message, and it'll make them confused and uneasy. People who've been in a position of power often panic when things change. 2. Take back control. The rule of relationships is this. The more you fear losing someone, the more they'll pull away. The more you care, the less they'll value you. If you're terrified of losing them, you've already lost because your mindset has collapsed. You become insecure and start doubting yourself. It's not even about whether you're good enough. It's about your mindset failing. To regain control, focus on yourself. Do what you want, have fun, and live your life. Not as a performance to get their attention, but genuinely enjoying yourself. When you find joy in life, it sends a clear message. Their actions don't affect you. Without them, you're doing just fine, maybe even better. This challenges their ego and makes them feel their pride is at stake. When they start needing your energy to feel secure, it shows they're lacking internally. And when you stop giving them that energy, their anxiety will far outweigh any pain you feel. 3. Let things flow naturally. Relationships have their own rhythm. The only thing you can control is your own attitude. Don't try to force things or use love and guilt to manipulate them. Sometimes, no matter how much you give, you won't get the response you want. But when you focus on yourself, the attention and effort you once craved might come naturally. When you're fully invested in your own life, your energy shifts, and they'll be drawn back to you. In short, instead of desperately trying to hold on to a handful of sand, let it go. If they're willing to give, accept it gladly. If they're not, don't force it. Just remember, there's a limit to how much you should give and expect in return. When you realize the relationship isn't worth your energy anymore, it's time to walk away. And when that happens, the one with regrets won't be you. In fact, more often than not, when you take this approach, they'll respond better because you're the one with the higher energy now. Just like when they were chasing you in the beginning. They'll be the one needing your energy. Got it? If you have relationship issues, feel free to talk to me.